Damn it, Bobby. I need to load up, reload all my shit. What am I doing here? Oh, yeah. Ciao.
Bruh.
Yeah, what the hell? It's pretty funny though, that shit. Like right after I said, is it good? Is my stream good? It's okay. Zap. That was pretty good, man. Welcome back. Alright, I'm just gonna give a few minutes to let everybody come back in here. Damn you! I'm gonna reopen some of my stuff. Reopen my brokers. And some of my chats. Alrighty. Ciao. The storm is here. Yes, it is, Acres. Little bastard. It was in and out, too. It's like, I don't even think it's raining anymore. It was like, boom, bam, done. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Alrighty, then. Let's see here. It moves it up. Okay. All right. Where the hell were we? I don't remember. So what did somebody want to look up? Adam, Rune. What the hell was it? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure Rune was one of them. Because I actually thought you were putting that Rune icon up. Let me see here. We can figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's see here. Badal. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna go over here. I don't. All right. Wait, that's not the right one. I'm looking for history. Where's my history? Nope, not history. My videos. And it would be this one here. And I'm going to play the other video real quick just to see that. I don't know if I can see the chat replay, though. Ah, shit, I don't think I can. Not for a little while. Man, you know, I need to add a chat box on the main screen. Yeah, I need to change that in OBS. I'm pretty sure it was Rune. Well, he can tell us when he comes back here in a second. If you're in here, Mr. Howard, let me know what those were. I'm pretty sure Rune was one of them. So, damn it. All right. Frames are stable. Everything's good. Okay, cool. Shit, I don't remember where we were exactly. Talking about gold, silvers. Shit. Let's see here. Bear with me here. Come on, let's see here. Go here, go over here. And so we're back above this can. And it looks like we were talking about. Come on. Come on, you can do it. And make higher lows on this structure. Silver, just gonna ride up these EMAs. Side. That was looking pretty good. Almost 2%. Platinum, how was looking good? Okay, we were on platinum. That's where we are. All right. So we almost made it to the list, through the list before the collapse of my power. All right, cool. So platinum looks very awesome, running up pretty good. Still got that resistance at about 1250. But I mean, EMA's reset, and like you got all these EMAs right below each other on the 3-hour and a $20 range. This is major support area around 1200. Very nice setup so far. And the weekly on platinum still looks very good. How about the monthly on platinum? Ooh, monthly on platinum starting to get all the EMAs opening up. Ooh, man, metals, dude. Silver and platinum have just phenomenal high time frame charts. And obviously palladium has just been in a phenomenal run for the last 2 years straight, so there's nothing new about that. Almost breaching today up into the, holy crap, almost hit 3K today. Wow. That's incredible. A little bit of a rejection though on this next candle right at this target level, so that might bring in a little bit of downside. Maybe we come back and test like 2700, but still looks pretty damn good though, as long as it's riding up these EMAs, man. There ain't nothing wrong with palladium. All right, let's go look at some positions that I'm holding and see how crappy they're doing. I'll just assume they're doing crappy. It's like, that way it can be like, oh, I need to take it off. Try to fight myself. I got to prove to myself I need to keep holding it. Oh, yeah, I got this one on, just chilling. It had a decent bounce the last couple days, so that's nice. Oh, my goodness. Stupid ad popping up. Decent bounce. This one's still fine for me. I'm holding it as long as it's above about 420. Ain't no problems there. Let's see. BlackBerry actually did a nice daily candle close back over here on the 21st. This is a really good bottoming type formation, especially where it is on the 200, right on this gap fill, right on this consolidation before the run up months ago. So this actually is a pretty damn nice setup for some reversal action on BlackBerry. Let's zoom in a little bit. Still got a little work to do on the 3 hour, but hey, that's a good start. I'll see you next week. I'm really itching to get aggressively long BlackBerry after this massive dump from, I guess, I don't know, whatever this was, Wall Street bet pump crap. They're going to take over the bankers. We're going to take down the hedge funds. We run the show now. Oh, Reddit. This thing absolutely is garbage, clearly. It just keeps going down. Trying to base right here, but it's pretty damn shitty. That one's been a thorn in my side for a hot minute. CGC, Canopy Growth, weed stocks. Are they actually going to be doing something soon? I think there was somebody sent me a message about a congressman or somebody talking that they think it'll be legal next year federally. And I don't know anything about that, any of the news or nothing. I haven't read anything on that. But the way these charts are kind of setting up, it looks like, let's go to the weed stocks. Let's go to my weed list. Yeah, the way that they've sold off since the Mexican hype news, you know, I mean, most of them are down 50, 60, maybe even 70+% from that. So, and they're all coming back to like major support areas. So that would actually bode well with how the charts are setting up right now. GW Pharma got bought out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them riding on that 200 MA. Are just right on horizontals. Let's get rid of this trend line because that don't matter. Right on the horizontals. Looks like we're actually getting quite a bit of love today. Wow. General Cannabis up 11% today. That's getting some love. All right. So, yeah, these are actually looking pretty damn good. CVSI bouncing off the low end of this range. Looking pretty sexy. Yeah, so weed stocks might be something to be nibbling on here in the very near future. I like how those were kind of looking. Let's go look at the Green Organic Dutchman and MJNA. MJNA looking all right here. Not this. That one is a little bit less sexy than some of these other ones. Let's zoom in. Yeah, almost. We're almost getting some good safe entries on the Green Organic Dutchman and some of these other weed stocks. I'm going to wait a little bit longer on those, let it digest a little bit more. But it is getting damn close. Let's see. How are the bonds doing today? Nice bond rally kind of across the board. How about these CV stocks? You know, is garbage, it looks like. And it just dumped 25% today. Jeebus Christ. Pretty ugly move there. Yep, it was basing for a little bit, and then it just gapped down. And wow, that's pretty brutal. Yep. You got some kind of ugly announcement. This one's kind of making a nice little rounded bottom thing first. Just going to wait for these to go a little bit longer, though, for a better confirmation. We're getting close to getting them even on the low time frames, so that's nice. Codex kind of, you know, they're all in real similar posturings on the charts, although Regeneron actually is already reset on the daily and is coming back to test the breakout EMAs. So this is actually an interesting spot on Regeneron. Huh. That one actually looks pretty good. I got a little kind of trend line right here. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. This one's gonna get upgraded, and this one's gonna get taken off because, dude, now that it did this, it's got lots of work to do. So we're gonna just take that off and add regen. How about the Vaxxers? mRNA. We were looking at these yesterday. The vaccine companies look really good. All these charts look awesome the last couple weeks. I mean, across the board, they look good. And Novavax is very nice. And whoever put those tickers in earlier before the storm zapped me, I'm pretty sure Icon was one. If you're back in here, just re-put those in there and we'll go tag them real quick. But yeah, Invax, I'm liking this chart right here. Very nice. Pretty nice. And, I mean, all these look good. Pfizer had a little sell-off finally after rallying really hard out of this super sexy pattern we identified back in early April. So that's pretty nice. Let's see. Oops. I don't need a new list right now. I got plenty of those. Let's go to the blockchain stocks. Where is Riot at? Ooh, barely hanging on to the wick low down at 34 bucks. It is. Maybe this is opportunity just off a horizontal. There's not really much on the oscillators that is showing that. Nope, not even on a 3 hour. How about crack time frame? Crack time frame actually is about to get re-bullish, so that's nice, as long as it's above about 37 bucks. So maybe a spot for Riot, possibly. Riot opportunity right here. Same with MicroStrategy, bouncing nicely off this low end of the box. We don't want to see it break that 550 range. Very important. And it does have earnings next week, so do be aware of that. But yeah, both Riot and Micro are in some pretty interesting horizontals right now. And Riot might not. Riot kind of. It kind of looks decent on the. Yeah, man. Man, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on that guy. Cryptos. Hey, there they are. Okay, so it was Adam and Rune. My memory works good. Yeah, look, all these blockchain stocks are almost right on all horizontals. They all look really, really similar. That is very interesting. GBDC, almost all of them. ETH actually looks still super sexy. This chart looks great still. Crazy. Ethereum, man. Unicorn shirt, man, is killing it. Yeah, all these are right bouncing off horizontals almost across the board. So that is very good for Confluence. What is Coinbase doing? Is it finally not selling off? Let's see. Oh, it did a super dump early this morning. This could be this is a reversal type candle pattern right here. It's either island reversal or banded baby, some stupid name like that. The names they come up with this on that shit is hilarious. YOLO shorts, please. And we're kind of getting this little bottoming kind of pattern so far on the crack time frame. So maybe Coinbase is get some party action going. Does Coinbase have options listed on it yet? Let's go look. It does. It does indeed. Are they liquid though? They actually are pretty damn liquid. Very nice. What's the IV? IV is about 65%. All right, so it's a little up, a little juicy, but that's not too bad. Yeah, you can get 30 bucks almost for the at the money, so that gives you protection all the way down to about 270. That's pretty good. That is not too shabby. They're a little expensive, but you know, they just came out, so market makers kind of have to pad themselves a little bit. Grayscale ETH Classic. Oh, do they have, what is that ticker? I forgot that was a thing. We can throw that one in this list too. It needs to be on there. Let's see, maybe I can just find it. ETC Grayscale, maybe. Oh, ETCG. Well, that's easy. ETCG. Alright, let's put that up here. Right here. Alright, wow, just going dead-ass flat sideways. That's the crack time frame, though. Wow, look at this. This looks really good, too. What does ETC look like? Just regular, then. Dang, look at ETC being strong. It's holding the 10 simple. What the hell? Damn, that's like one of the strongest coins right now that we've looked at. What the shit? That's pretty crazy. Even over Doge? Even over Doge. Wow. Pretty impressive there. Ethereum Classic. I wouldn't have guessed that. We're going to throw ETC on the main list now. That it gets upgraded for that move. I'm just going to put that right under, I don't know, how about right there? Yeah, interesting. ETC. Jesus. Lots of vol, though. HVP is very high right here, so do got to be a little careful of that. And, oh, man, but we got major support. Man, yeah, this thing above like about 25 bucks does look pretty damn good. Wow, ETC defying the sell-off. All right, let's go look at Atom here before I forget. Atom, Bing Bon. Yeah, we're not going to that one. Where is it? Kraken probably has some good data on it. Yeah, okay, cool. Atom, yeah, Atom looks cool. It bounced nice off the horizontals here at about $17. So far, so good. It is kind of just getting the relief bounce, though, into the 21 and 10 simple. See if it can get continuation on that. Yeah, man, reset pretty fast on the crack time frames, and we're back above the long-term EMAs, huh? Yeah, that Adam's doing pretty well on this relief bounce. We don't want this to turn into a dead cat bounce, though. This could definitely happen. Major resistance at about 21 bucks. So I would be very surprised if it just blew past all these EMAs right here in the mama. So yeah, I mean, that's only about 5% away. If I bought this, I'd consider peeling it off. If I bought some of these dips, just to let the market reset a little bit more on the 3-hour oscillators. Just it's hard to be comfortable holding longer term positions when you have the oscillators kind of looking a little ugly in the daily below the 55, and the mama is usually not the best thing. No internet. Oh, that's from earlier when I was trying to reboot. But yeah, so I mean, it looks okay. It really has got to get back above 21 bucks though to start looking super sexy. All right, what do we got? Rune. That good old Rune. Man, squeezed right on the 200, and we talk about this a lot on the channel. If you got EMAs opening down, this is bearish. It's nice to see that, but when you've got that long-term 200 or 377 right below it, it makes these pretty much a wash, and you just got to wait for more time in price action so you can get some more data to make a better decision. Because right here, it's just, I mean, what is this? 12% range that it's in. It did bounce off the 21, so that looks pretty good, but now it's kind of just in this no man's land between the 10 and the 21. So how about crack time frames? Crack time frames have a reset coming up to that major next resistance point where these wicks are, so do be careful on this. There's a big seller at 1350-ish, so there's a big boy over there dumping it in the mid-13s. And again, just like all the others on these medium low time frames, you're having rallies up into the opening down EMAs. So still got some work to do on those guys. Alrighty then. Let's go to the Fangs because I want to look at them. Fang Man's doing pretty decent. Yeah, bouncing off the 21. Google's breaking out to new highs. All right. Amazon's attempting to get back over that horizontal, but kind of struggling already at it. Netflix, same thing. Back in the middle of the stupid range, just whatever. Burger on Netflix. Apple actually just looks pretty damn good here. Rolling over, EMA's opening up. They're all pointing up. I mean, Apple actually has a pretty damn good chart here. Yeah, very sexy. Above 128. Apple looks pretty damn good. Tesla is actually doing a pretty nice reset here. Look at this. EMA's opening up. They're all stacked right on each other with the mama right below it. Tesla actually looks pretty good, guys. We do have earnings next week, though, on the 26th. So I'm not going to take any trades for that, but this does look pretty damn good for some continuation. Clearing 777 almost? The lucky number, man. We clear over a 780-ish, and then this thing is probably going to go back into the 800s and likely test the highs. So Tesla's setting up pretty nicely. Microsoft just... It does have this read below the RSIs while we're kind of up here at highs, so that's a little concerning. Daily still looks okay, though. And again, earnings. There's a lot of tech earnings next week, guys. So I'm actually going to lighten up a little bit on my equities portfolio into next week since, you know, this is a tech world and they kind of are running the game right now. So yeah, I'm going to just kind of de-risk a little bit because I have kind of a lot of positions on in equities, and I just kind of want to clean up my charts here a little bit. Let's see. crazy move today on one stock that I hold. And you're probably like, dang, I got lucky on this one. MindMed's I've been talking about how it's been bleeding me out for a week now. I'm like, I'm holding on for dear life on this, and today a 54% move. Total dumb luck on this. I mean, like, look, even on the crack time frames, there was nothing. There was like literally nothing. I guess there's some, I don't know, probably some news or some shit about how awesome they are. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But man, what a freaking pump, dude. So, took one of my biggest losers into a winner today. Pretty funny. Sometimes you get lucky. Now the question is for me is if I want to hold it. Right? Probably not. Nope. I'm not going to hold it. I'm taking it off actually right now because that's stupid. I'm not going to do that. Look at this. This could easily just be given up. Well, wait. Maybe I'll add to it on a pullback. If we can pull back a little bit to the tops of this like 290 range, I might think about doing a little re-entry there. But right now, I'm just going to take my money and run like a thief in the night on this biatch. All right, we got 327. We'll put it a bit below because it's probably a little bit illiquid. Oh, all right, there we go. I got filled. Oh, how funny. What a ride on that thing. So taking that off. Don't want to hold that anymore. Because, Jesus. Sometimes, like I said, you do get some love and get lucky. And no way in hell there's anything showing that was going to happen. I mean, it was even below most of the horizontal support. Just sitting right on top of this previous consolidation before the breakout. I guess that's the only thing that it had going for it. But yeah, we already are all the way up at 50 on the DMI. So yeah, I'm just going to let that go and forget about it. All right. What else we got here? Water doing good. Look at this fuel cell bouncing, guys, off of this level that we've been kind of looking at the last week, just waiting for a nice kind of confirmation of a possible bottom on the fuel cell and the energy tech. I don't know if this is going to get... I feel like I'm randomly hearing more about fuel cell tech in the last few months than normal, so I don't know how far along this technology is or anything like that. Again, I don't really read into all that kind of fundamentals and all that kind of stuff, but this chart is showing continuation off of a nice bottom. Dude, what the hell is wrong with me? You always get love from the Jesus man. That's right. So, this is a pretty nice bottoming formation. See, we can talk, right? I swear I can do it. And it's looking pretty good here. Bouncing off this. I'd really like this for longs as long as it's holding this low, this candle at like 820. And what did I nibble on this one? Yep, I started nibbling on the yesterday's candle, it looks like, from my price entry. Yeah, so about yesterday. So kind of freshly in there, and I'm just going to hold this one for a little bit. See if we can start getting some love. Because if we go to the fuel cell list, let's go ahead and just do that. Look at these nice rallies across the board, man. Look at this, pumping off the horizontals. A lot like the where the weed stocks are at right now. They kind of are in a similar posturing. Almost identical, really. Getting those major pumps early in the year and then getting 50 to 70% dumps going to the previous breakout zones. So there's a lot of correlation in the chart patterns for weed and the fuel cell stuff. So kind of interesting. I do think this is going to provide some opportunity coming up here. I just want a little bit more time on some of these to really get a little more balls deep. But yeah, they're starting to come to fruition pretty well. I mean, this APD one has been doing pretty nice. Like this setup right here is super sexy, guys. This is really nice. I love when I see this real slow grind. And it's barely even, I mean, it's almost flat sideways, but the EMAs look super sexy. Like anything above 275 on this guy is pretty much in the bag for now. And any clearance above like 292 on this, let's see, 292. Yeah, anything above 292 probably gets us up to the lower threes. And then, what is that? Is that the all-time highs? It looks to be so. Let's go back to the 2000s. Yes, it is. Or wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh my god, this thing is freaking in the best uptrend ever. What is... Dang, guys, look at this. What a freaking sexy chart. Just 45 degreeing all the way its whole life. Wow. Yeah, not in the... when you took it in here, but Jesus Christ, man, what a freaking chart. Hey, air product and chemicals. This has been an amazing chart. Just almost no risk in it. A little bit in '08, but I mean, what didn't get hit in '08? Just a little 50% pullback. But wow. All right. Well, APD doing good. Just watching this one, I think I'm gonna wait though. I want a confirmation because it's so close. I mean, that's not even a percent away to confirm like this breakout. So I'm gonna wait for that little breakout action, and then I will definitely be adding some action onto the APD. But again, look, another Ballard Powered Systems kind of just chilling right here on this previous support levels before it broke out. This is a nice reaction candle on the weekly, right on the 55 with the mama right below it. I mean, these are like, I mean, beating a dead horse, I guess, here, but these are starting to shape up to be pretty sexy charts. That and the weed charts, funny how they're looking very similar. Infrastructure, how's that looking? Looking okay, kind of just sideways. XLB, looks like it's getting continuation. This one's kind of on a horizontal. What is Sterling Construction Co.? Yeah, maybe this gets some love. Yeah, man, it's kind of flagging, consolidating up here. I mean, hell, as long as it's inside this little box range, it's not too shabby. And hell, technically, what's the lower end of this box right here? But now, about 5-6%. Yeah, that one's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Caterpillar showing about a similar pattern. Freeport McMoran looking pretty damn good too. Oh yeah, I like the daily. Mega support at 34 bucks, and it just had earnings. So that's out of the way, so that's nice. Yeah, wow. Freeport, man, looks pretty damn sexy here. Let's zoom out a little bit because I feel like this is at highs or not. Yeah, okay. I feel like this is probably higher. Man, is this thing might be making runs to Yeah, over 40 bucks. I mean, that brings in the mid 50s to 60 area on this guy. So Freeport Magmaran, keeping an eye on that too. That's jumping on the watch list. Alrighty. Speaking of watch list, let's go back over there. Oh wow, Waves. Holy crap, Waves. Waves is just gee, Waves is taking that little sell off. The Bulls are like, thank you, and resume moon time. They still got a little bit of work to do. Need to close above like 1550, but damn, nice reaction on Waves there. Bitcoin Gold rallies and just immediate dumpage. That's mean. That's a mean pump and dump, guys. What's Raven doing? Ugh, Raven, pretty sick. Yeah, Raven's chart looks pretty sick here. I mean, I guess it's nice it bounced off this 12.5 cent area, but not very sexy. Let's go orange list, see what we got here. No dips, but lots of rips today. Resin, Tilray. GT bouncing. Is GT actually going to get some love? Where's Joe at? He might be finally going to be getting some fun time here. Fun time live. Water. This water stock just creeping on up. Looking pretty sexy. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with this chart still. It's just slow grinder. Wouldn't be surprised if this gets some stupid pop out of it here soonish. Silk Road still grinding it up. PMD, this accidental stock we found. Oh, looking pretty damn good as long as it's above 650. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab a glass of water. All right. We're back. Let's see here. What else? Oh, Nokia. I wanted to go look at Nokia because it's been just doing this little creepy McCreepson. Look at this thing. I think this thing is getting ready to do a pretty big move to the upside. Almost got a breakout yesterday or earlier in the week. Kind of just taking its time to consolidate. It does have earnings on the 29th. So that kind of sucks. What is the 29th? What day is that? Next Thursday. Okay. So, yeah, but just this chart though, man, this is starting to look pretty damn good. And look at the bulls, how they've maintained their dominance for the entire year. They've maintained dominance. They've been in the power zone for the entire freaking year. That is a pretty rare sight for a tradable. And the 3 hour looks good. The 7 crack time frame just looks terrible because sometimes it just doesn't have any trades. As you can see, all these little flat bars right there, like right here and over here, there's just no trades there. So that's pretty useless. So 3 hours the lowest we want to go on this. HVP just had a little zero read And so now it's starting to increase the volatility. So the move is a coming. Could it be to the downside? Absolutely, it could be. The way these EMAs are structured, though, I'm willing to put risk on. And I am holding long still some Nokia. And I've just been kind of nibble on it when it dips down onto this orange 55 EMA, kind of around 410 is about where my average price is. I'm kind of just chilling on that right now. See what happens. And I've got some options on it too, just in case. I got some call spreads in case we get some, large move. It didn't cost. The options on this shit are super cheap. So I guess if you want to see, we can just go pull it up real quick, because options are pretty important tools to trade with. I'd highly recommend learning how to use them. We talk about them sometimes on here, but not a whole lot. And you can see that this is 55. Actually, you can't see shit. Let me scroll it over. This is the options table here, or matrix, and you can see the strikes were at about 418. So the at the money is between 4 and 450. At the money just means like which strike matches the current price. So it's between these two, and you can see how cheap these options are. Yeah, I mean the stock is only $4 or $5. Volatility is kind of low, about only 30% IV. So on these though, you can structure trades pretty good, and the options markets are super liquid on this. They're all a penny wide for the most part. So it's very nice and easy to structure some trades in here, and you can go out all the way to, what do they have, out to October this year. So I mean, that's a little far. I like to stick around the 60 to like 100 days is usually where I play around in. But yeah, so, and with this one, since since the posturing of the EMAs and everything is signaling that it is likely going to happen sooner than later, I'll just go on the shorter end of that, which is about 56 days. And I like to stay in the regulars too, the regular monthly expirations. There's the third Friday of every month. There's always OPEX day, which is options expirations day. And so those are the most liquid ones. On SPY and some other like Apple and big Amazon and stuff like that, like things that have lots of volume on them, you can get away with trading the weeklies. But a lot of time, and probably you can get away with trading weeklies on this too, because it's just so small. Yeah, they're still pretty tight, but there's just not as much liquidity on them in general. But yeah, so you can see you can get pretty cheap options on here. And if you want to be crazy and just buy the straight up premium on this one, I mean, it's literally only like 4 cents, 5 cents, 7 cents. If we go to the chart here, I mean, that's way up here. It's not very likely that this happens. It could, but I'm just looking for maybe a pump to like 5, somewhere in the $5 handle is kind of where I'm looking at for a target on that. And so, yeah, I mean, shit, the $5 one is only, 7 cents. So, and of course, it's only $4, so it's easy to just buy static on it too, That's not very much. Or you can play around and sell the put and get you a little discount. So, a lot of different ways to structure that, and the options on Nokia are pretty liquid too, so that's nice. So, I got some of that going on. Just waiting for see if that's going to come to fruition. What else do we got here today? It's a pretty good green day for my portfolio on my equities account. Not too shabby. Dang, my gold trade got taken out because I put it on, and I usually put stops on at night. I'll just run through this because I think it's kind of important. I usually put oh shit stops on at night if I can't like be around or hear my phone, especially if like I'm sleeping. And definitely with futures, because they can really rape you hard. So that leverage is very dangerous. So do be careful with leverage. It's fine to use, but don't overuse it, because then you probably are going to lose all your money. Anyway, usually I put my stop below all the structure, and it was kind of late, and I was just like, oh, I got a good little short-term signal for getting long some gold, and I usually put it underneath the business, and especially with this trend line, and it's so funny. I put the damn stop So I don't know. I bought in like up here, something. It was like mid 80s, and I put the stop in, and I literally, what's this low? Is 1769 half. My stop was literally 1769.6. As it hit it by one stupid tick. I was like, you son of a bitch. But that was also my fault too. This is a easy stop. Like, everybody's watching the same movie, and on those bodies, that's kind of where everybody was putting it. That's why I usually go a little lower, but that was just a little mistake on my end. I thought I actually put it in at like 65, like right where this trend line cross was, but I didn't, and that's okay, whatever. No big deal, just kind of funny. It went like literally one tick to my stop and then bounced up. But I do like how it bounced back above the 55 EMA and right above the mama, so I do like that, and I probably will use this as an opportunity to re-enter some type of long on gold something or metals something. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I bought some Hecla mining yesterday. I think that was one I did buy yesterday. Yeah, so I bought some Hecla mining yesterday because this EMA structure is super sexy, man. Y'all know what it is. We talk about it all the time. You got 3% risk on this, and then ultimately down to the 200, which is only like 8% away. That's nothing for how this is set up. Very sexy. Dominance on the DMI. Dominance on the RSI. Just got over earnings. I mean, this is the shit I live and look for right here. This is my favorite setups. And look at this. 3 hour, all of the EMAs within 50 cents of each other. Right below it. This is Jesus man shit. I need to get a Jesus man. Or some kind of Jesus choir sound for my soundboard. For those. I'm actually I need to order a soundboard too, because I have a just digital one that I put on my screen, but since I already don't have enough screen space, I need to have like a little one on my desk where I can just push the button and it does it. So I've been kind of looking into those. They're not too expensive. You can get some pretty decent ones for pretty cheap. So anyway, I digress. Alrighty then. So Hecla SA doesn't look, see, like SA is a decent one, but it doesn't look as good. It doesn't look near as sexy as the EMAs on Hecla, man. You know, dude, Hecla actually looks so damn good. I think I'm going to add to my position right here. That's how much I'm liking Hecla. Do I want to do that? Let me double check, make sure my position isn't too large, because I don't like to overexpose myself to one tradable just in case. Because I already do have SLV calls. I already do have that BHP call spread I put on yesterday, which is actually coming in very nice today. And then I have the SA Seabridge, which is this one right here that we just looked at. So, but it's not too bad. I kind of been nibbling slowly on all of them, so they're not huge positions. So yeah, I am gonna do that. Maybe I'll use options to do it, because Hecla's got some pretty decent options on that biatch. You can do, what are we at, about 7, so you can do a 7 and 9. Is that the target for this horizontal? Almost 9, about 850. So actually I'm gonna just scroll this over so you can see what the hell I'm doing. So actually it's like 4 pennies wide. Why are you doing that, man? Why are you doing that, man? And we go to 9. It gets real wide up there, and that's only $1 wide. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go. Maybe if we go 140 days out, what does that give us? Yeah, not as. Yeah, it's a little far. Maybe let's see if we can get filled kind of like mid-price. I like the idea of doing the in the money already and then selling the 8 against it. And I'm selling the 8 against it because that's like the next kind of resistance spot. Yeah, it could blow past that, but it's more likely that we kind of just go right to around that trend line and then find a little bit of resistance. So if we do that, and that's about 20 cents. It's about 60 cents per contract. So that's not too bad. 60 cents, and you can make the difference between the strikes. So I'm paying, you can see the D right here is a debit, so I'm paying that. I'm not receiving any money from selling it. So I'm paying 60 cents, and so the max I can lose on this is 60 cents, and the max I can make is the difference between what I paid and the spread on the strikes. So there's $2 between 6 and 8. I paid 60 cents minus 2. I can make a max of $140 on this, or $1.40, whatever, which is times 100 because this represents 100 shares. You can see the multiplier over here. That's standard across all options contracts. And so it's about, what is that, 2 to 1-ish? 2.5 to 1-ish or something. And that's not too shabby. I could bump it out to the 9. And then you get a little bit wider. Let's just, yeah, and then I could get a little bit extra juice in there. But again, 8 is kind of like the like major resistance. And I have like direct shares too on this too. So how many positions do you carry track normally? Oh man, Heaven's Choir. Oh, is that one I can use? Okay. Heaven's Choir. Dang it. I gotta find another. I just use Instance for my stuff right now, but I'll have to look that up. Maybe I can sample it out of something. So yeah, I'm gonna get this order to work over here and see if I can get filled. And I always start lower on the range just to see if the market maker wants to come to me. Usually they don't, but you know, I'll just play with it and see what happens. All right. So I got that working. I'm on the lower end of the range. I am the bid right now, which is the spread is at 56. It's 63, so it's a little bit wider. I'll bump it up to 57 and just let that work for a second. All right, so how many positions do I usually have in track? That's a great question. It varies a lot, but I usually have 10 to 15 on, like almost all the time. But it also depends on the market condition. So like in crypto right now, I only have like 3 on. I've got like Doge, Ethereum, and what the hell's the other one? I've got Doge, Ethereum, and Bitcoin and Monero. Those are the only cryptos I have, and they're really small. I just nibbled on some of that sell-off yesterday. But when it's like very much trending and there's not a lot of, not uncertainty, but when there's not a lot of concern about direction, which, you know, we haven't really had any concern in Bitcoin's rally for, you know, until like this last week when it got a couple open and closes below the 21, which literally hadn't happened this whole rally since 11,000. So, like, when I saw that just de-risked a lot. I just don't want to be overexposed and get slapped in the face, which I absolutely would have got murder slapped if I held a lot of those altcoin positions. So, it kind of does depend on the macro regime there. But I'd say on any given time frame, I've got probably 10 on at least. And as of like last week, I probably had 40 something positions on. It's quite a lot. And I don't like to usually get that many. Whenever I get like over 30, there's usually kind of a sell-off or something because I'm getting like too excited, I think, and putting on too much stuff. But maybe that's just some ego-related crap that has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, but right now in equities, I've got 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got about 15 positions right now in equities, 15 to 20. And so, and Yeah, there's a lot of talk about like how many positions you should trade or shouldn't trade or whatever. And I think that's just really up to the individual. There's not really like a hard, steadfast number for that where it's just like, oh, never go over 15 positions. You can't manage that many. And I don't subscribe to that. Everybody's a little bit different. And depending on the time frames that you trade too, like, yeah, obviously if you're trading crack time frames and scalping, you're not going to be able to do that many positions because you really need to watch them all. But if you're like swing trading and doing kind of longer term, daily kind of time frames and up, I mean, you don't really have to look at them that much. You just kind of make sure the trend's still kind of intact, and maybe you can even use trailing stop losses and ratchet up your stop loss whenever it gets kind of close to take you out of the position. But I mean, with the technology now and all the different types of stuff you can do with order management, you can pretty much do whatever you're comfortable with. I know a lot of people don't have time to go search through 30, 40, 100 different symbols or whatever and manage that. And that's another thing you have to take in consideration is like how much time do you want to put into it. I love doing this stuff, so I do it all the time, probably too much, but it's just a passion of mine, so it doesn't really bother me to have that many positions on. And it's even making this channel and doing this has helped a lot with my organization, which has been pretty nice, kind of effectively making me a little bit better of a trader. And so like that's why I keep this red list, and this is pretty much most of my positions here. Now I don't put every single one on here, but it's like 80% of them, and sometimes I just forget to add them. Like right now I'm missing one on here. POW should be on here, which we actually did that live on the stream. POW, let's put that on. That's some gun stock. We were identifying some of the gun stocks. Actually have some pretty nice charts. What else do I have that needs to be on here? Smith & West is on there. I remember to put that on there. AHPI is on there. Novavax is on there, right? Oh, nope, Novavax isn't on here. That needs to be on here because I got filled on that yesterday. So I kind of add it, and I just like, that way I can just go through these really fast and look. And most of the time I know where my price is anyway, so I can just kind of reference this, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's still intact, or, it's fine. And if it is futures, though, or bigger stuff, I usually will put, oh shit, stops in because futures trade all the time. So I mean, you can't just be by your computer or phone constantly, nor should you, because that's probably not very healthy. But I'll put like, oh shit, stops in there too. And it also prevents me from like holding positions on too long with futures, because futures will just keep going until you have $0. So it'll just keep going and going. Oh, wow, look at ES breaking out over here. Ranting too much about that question, but that was a good question though, man. Oh, Jesus. Rut shook me out of this stupid trade, and I don't know why it shook me out of that, because I had a really good entry on this biatch in this consolidation here at around 22, like 40-ish. I don't know why I took that off at all, actually. I need to actually look at the time frame, see when I executed that trade, because I'm curious of what was going through my head of why I was like, oh, let go of this, I'm scared. Because the 3-hour setup has been beautiful. We've been watching this on the rut here for, the last couple days. It was like kind of posturing up, and it just needed to go sideways for another couple days, which it did. And even got it, early this morning, late last night. And I even got a long signal on my other tick strategy. And I love when those coincide with each other. That usually bodes well for high probability trades. Yeah, and I just kind of, I don't know what I did with that one. It's okay. I don't give a shit. It's whatever. Opportunities everywhere. It's not a big deal. But it's just kind of like, all right. But wow, nice move on rut. See if it closes above this box, man. It's not quite out of the woods, really. 2,300. You can see all these bodies of these candles, but man, this candle's starting to shape up to be pretty damn sexy. Pretty nice weekly with that wick on there, right on major support at 2160. That shit's been respected like the Jesus man. Only one little blip here below it. Oh, actually two, but they immediately got bid up within a day. So that's pretty nice, giving us nice confluence. This time, bears couldn't even get below it. Bullish sign much? I think so. All right, what do I want to de-risk today? Maybe BHP, was that on here? I bet you it's not. No, it's not. Because that thing took off pretty well today. It's up 3%. Nice call on that, Scott. I loved you brought that one up yesterday, and I was like, holy shit, EMA sexiness right on the mama. This is all day I'll take this trade. All day on a daily time frame, especially. No problems with that. And especially when you zoom out on the weekly and you have confirmation of bullish. I mean, look, bull dominance since November on this chart. On the DMI, you have it on the 2-day. 3-day. Or you have it on the 3-day, 2-day. It's actually on the 2-day as well. So it's pretty much like every single time frame was bullish. Except maybe the crack time frames was a little wonky yesterday. Yeah, it was. But yeah, that's not, you put the least amount of weight on the lowest time frame. It's like a direct correlation to that. But yeah, super nice. I hope you nibbled on that one a little bit yourself, sir. Because that was a good call, man. And so probably just be holding this. I'll zoom in on the 3-hour as my management time frame. And as long as this thing is just riding up the shorter term EMAs. Maybe the 55 depending on how this starts going. But yeah, it looks pretty damn good on BHP. Yeah, that's a good winner for me today. Very nice. Oh, what else we got? Blackberries kind of shit. I want to take off the SLV. How much time is that? No, I got till July on that. That's got 84 days on it, so I ain't got to do shit with that. Nikola is kind of shitty. Is that one on there? Yeah, that one's doing poopy. My mid. That one's gone. Fuel cell. Nokia just chilling. Yeah, I mean, I don't... DHT. What's DHT doing? I haven't looked at that in a while. Let's go. Yeah, this one's actually kind of funky. And it's like... I'm at a pretty small, tiny loss on this one. It's pretty insignificant. I guess on the weekly it looks okay. You got the opening up EMAs. It looks all right above like 550-ish, right where this wick went. So, yeah, I'm just gonna hold that for now, as long as it's holding 550 in that little mama saucer cup here, the mama milk saucer. We'll just kind of keep that one going. But again, it's getting a little jeopardized here. And I need to find something to de-risk off of, though, because I have like 50% allocated on my portfolio for equities. So it's a little higher than I usually go. But damn, just got some good positions on, and they're all very much in the money. Can even go down a little bit, and it's still not that big of a deal. Yeah, shit. Huh. Damn, that BHP position came in strong today. I did a bull call spread out in June on that one. I think we did that one on the stream. I did the 75.82. The thing is with this one, it's got a lot of room to run, and it's done good percent wise today. But if this thing gets going at all, it's gonna get real juiced up. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna be patient. There's nothing saying to really get out. I mean, even if it dips a little bit down here to 73-ish, it's whatever. Back below 73 flat, maybe starts to get a little concerning. But, yeah, we're going to stop overthinking that. It's all good. Holy god damn, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? What is going on? It's like every day. This thing just goes up 50% every freaking day or more. In 2 weeks, it's up 4,300%. I hope, if Rock is in here, I hope to hell that you've been riding this, dude. Because you were all about this thing, and geez, wow. Just wow. I didn't buy any of it, and I feel pretty dumb because it's been bullish as hell for a long time. It's just so hard to buy when you're like way up here like this. Even when you zoom in on a 3 hour, it's just like, but wow, man, just freaking amazing chart. Pirates are taking all that booty. Holy crap, dude. Oh, Jesus. And the old Pundy X is saying, bitch, I ain't old. I'm real relevant still. Don't you take me off. Let's see here. Pundy X. What, but except for this doesn't look like that's 100X. NPXS. What the hell? Yeah, this doesn't look like 100X. What? What? Yep. I don't know what's going on there. Yep. Don't know what's going on there. Maybe there's a misprint or bad data feed, because that's not showing on the charts. What the hell is this? Fey protocol? Fey? Uniswap? Jeez. Tribe? Look at this. What is this shit? Bribe token? What the f... I didn't want to look at that shit. What the hell is that crap? What's the biggest loser today? Orbit chain. Oh, XEM. Oh, is there opportunity on one of the oldest school coins? Let's go check it out. Oh, man, dumped 23. Look, matching the wick from back over here on that sell-off from the airdrop. Nice place to bounce, but still, we just need more time on these cryptos. They need to get past these 3 hour short-term EMAs. And like when we were fanning through all these earlier, you can see, I'm just going to do real quick to show you. It's like all of them are like that. They're just all right on the 10 simple. So still got lots of work to do. Even Doge, everything is kind of right there. Like we're close, but this is also where bears get reignited after having a little liquidation and relief off of the selling pressure coming right back into the EMAs. So we are real close to seeing that come into fruition. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Oh, look at Bitcoin. Rally time. Very nice, bitty Bitcoin. See if we can get that momentum back. Still 3 hour though, man. Like we talked about earlier, this damn 3 hour DMI is beast mode. Look at that shit. Needs to really get into the weak zone. At least the neutral zone, man. Let's battle that out in here for a little bit, you know. Looks like we might get that, though. If we just kind of stay above 49,000 for a little bit, it'll probably drift on down just a tad. Not quite out of the woods yet. Gonna have a major resistance, probably at about 52,000 on this run here if we keep up this momentum. So not too shabby. All right, MB signing off here shortly. So if anybody wants me to look at some dang old cryptos or some other tradable, type that bitch in the troll box and we'll go look at it. Otherwise, we're going to be wrapping up shortly. I'm opening up my other broker here just to see if I need to manage anything on that one. I don't think I do. I took most of that stuff off last week on that one. So just making sure I don't need to do anything. Nah, I got a Nokia position on there that's chilling. It's still got 30 days left, so that's all good. And then I've got this bullshit, stupid open door put that I've had for way too long, and it's just dead. It's at pretty much max loss. Can't really do anything with that until it only has 30 days, so whatever. It's like I said, it's already max loss anyway, so I'm just riding that. That's a hopium thing. That's one interesting thing that's different about options is like sometimes if you get to the max loss, like there's no point in closing it out because one, you're going to pay commissions for it and it already has pretty much a zero probability of making money, so why just let it expire worthless and then it's free. You don't have to pay any commission for it, so you save a little bit of money. And two, the other thing that's cool is, hey, maybe you get lucky. It's already at the max loss. It's not like if you buy stock and it can just keep going down to zero. So, you don't incur max loss until it is literally zero. And so like there's always risk pretty much in that. But I guess sometimes it can go negative if we're talking about futures, but that's a special thing. And so with options, it's like they can't go negative. It's just what you paid for it is the farthest it can go. And once that goes, that's it. And so two things. I'm not going to pay the commission to close it because it's already max loss. And since it is max loss, I got 30 days. And if 30 days we get some crazy ass move on it, hey, then I'll make some money. If not, hey, whatever. It's already played out. Let's see. Yeah, so there's nothing in that account. That account is that. Why is it so? Why? What is holding up that buying power? Which is kind of weird. It's holding up a big chunk of my buying power, but like, they're really tiny stocks though. I don't understand that one. That's weird. Maybe it's the Nokia position. Whatever. I don't trade in that account very often. Alrighty. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's go back over here. GME. Oh, what's been happening with GameStop peoples? Look at GameStop. Could it get more tight right here? I'd say it looks kind of bad, but it's right on this 135 level. And Mama's right above it, and then even more so, the squeezing of the 21 and the 55. This is like, this is such much compression here. Such compression. You can't do shit with this kind of triangle. Until it breaks out of this little range here, there's zero edge on this, man. Like nothing. 3 hours finally coming in to provide some support, so maybe you can be a little long biased because of that. And the 7 minutes actually flipped around, so it's starting to creep into the low time frames. But it's probably not the safest for long re-entries until maybe above like 165-ish. And really super safer above like 190 on those high time frames. What's weekly looking like? Weirdly enough, the weekly still looks okay. They got earnings next week too. Oh no, they don't. That's all the way out in May, so got a good ways for that. Yeah, GME is all right. It's okay, man. It's I like that it's riding this 200. So above 135, it's okay. Really got to get above out of this little trap zone where it's just squeezing the EMAs. They're just putting that pressure on. It's kind of nothing to do until then. Ford. What's Ford been doing? Ooh, wowzer. Bouncing off Corona crash, just like everything. Find a major resistance here at about 1250-ish. So that'll be the next stop. It does have earnings next week as well, so gotta be a little careful there. Kind of bouncing off this trend line zone. So this is a pretty nice bounce for Ford. just staying above 1150-ish. It's going to reset the oscillators here in about 2-3 days from the 3 hour. And it possibly could even do it if it rallies kind of hard on the daily too. So not too bad of a chart there. Nice, beautiful bounce off the 21 weekly. I mean, that's Jesus man shit there. Yeah, so 1150 on the weekly too. So Ford actually is not too bad. The earnings around, that's like maybe the most kind of concerning thing, but I'd probably wait for earnings to come out and then see what it does after that. And then if we get some nice resets and follow through, then man, yeah, Ford actually might be setting up for something interesting. OxyClean. This candle's pretty decent right here. This big one from the 21st. So as long as it's kind of above this body candle on the low, about 22.50, it looks okay. Weekly, yeah, weekly actually looks pretty good, confirming that 22.50 level. That's nice for confluence. On the weekly, yeah, man, yeah. So above 22.50, this actually looks all right. Not too shabby. I don't have any super issues with this guy. Also has earnings. Looks like they're not until May. They're in earlier May. Second week of May. What would be more sexy? Just kind of drift up a little bit and get back over 25.75, and then I do think this thing probably runs into the upper 20s again. But not too shabby because it did get destroyed in Corona. It was actually one that didn't get well, it did initially, but it's only up 170%. Like, what? Only 170%? Well, relative to other things since Corona, that is kind of actually a smaller number. But look at this nice test of support. Comes back, retest it, confirms the support, and launches off of it. So, yeah, and then even on the weekly, you have this other business over here right around the mid-22 area level as well. So, man, yeah, this above 22.50, you got it on many time frames, confluence on that. So that does actually look pretty damn good. And on the 7-minute crack time frame, we're about to get the cross back over on the upside. And then when that happens, you'll actually have every single EMA stacked right around that 24 handle pretty much. So yeah, pretty good. Not too shabby. And 22.50 isn't too bad either. It was about 8% risk. So that looks pretty good, man. Not too bad. I'm actually going to throw that in the watch list. Can we check GBTC? Did we not look at GBTC already? Maybe we didn't. Yeah, again, like all the block churns here on this chart, maybe you missed it, but we did fan through a bunch of these. They're all in the same kind of posturing, all in the horizontals to the left, a lot of like right at major support areas. This is a pretty decent bounce candle here. It looks better on the 3 hour, but GBTC looks okay. It looks okay. On the weekly, it is bouncing off the 21, so that's kind of cool. It's lost momentum, though, on the weekly oscillators. It's almost going to lose it here. Almost. It's on the precipice of breaking it on the DMI. Not quite, though. So still looks fairly decent. And just to kind of fan out on these other ones, you can see, like Mara, look at this, horizontal. Even this one, horizontal from previous breakout zones. MicroStrategy, horizontal, previous breakout zones. Riot, horizontal, previous breakout zones. It's like literally pretty much, except for ETC, I guess this is the new Bitcoin, so it just goes up forever. HODL, same thing, previous kind of support zones. That one's kind of ugly. Coin, this one is really ugly. This one, Hut Mining, Hut 8, same thing. Hut, right there. Interview, did it earlier, bounced right off of this. And Coin, the ugliest one, just Coinbase is dumpy fest. So, but it is interesting, a lot of these are right at the same horizontals. And ETCG is like just defying that, but it is bouncing off the previous high and kind of so far retesting it as support. So as long as this thing is holding like $20, this looks great on Ethereum Classic. So pretty wild chart. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much those in a basket is just right at major support levels. We get any more rolling over though in Bitcoin, these are gonna shit themselves hard. Let's see. And we'll see how that happens with Bitcoin. We do see a lot of selling on the weekends, so maybe we're just getting a little relief bounce to sell off into the weekend Saturday. Maybe we get opportunity Saturday time. We have been getting those quite a bit in this rally. But yeah, between those blockchain companies, man, they're just all right at previous horizontals in pretty interesting spots. So I do kind of like that for keeping the floor and for crypto so far. And Riot does have pretty decent options on it. It does have a lot of volatility on there, so you can get paid for selling that premium. Like for example, on Riot, the at the money strike gives you $8 dude. That's huge. That's all the way down to the previous highs. 21% protection. So that's pretty damn crazy. That's juicy. That is very juicy. Damn, I almost want to sell one of those. Let's see here. 790. Let's see what that looks like. Close that. Dismiss. I'm gonna sell like a put spread in that. Let's see what that looks like. If we do that one and then sell the, where's the support? About 29. So get down to 29. It's like 400. Yeah. I'm not gonna do anything with that. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna rush that here at the end of the day. We'll just wait to see what happens over this weekend. Oh, what do we got? 5 minutes, guys, for the market to be closed. But yeah, these are bouncing off of interesting areas for sure. And MicroStrategy does have earnings next week. Maybe they'll surprise everybody about how amazing they are. How about crack time frames? Yeah, they're still not bullish postured yet, even on the crack time frame. So, yeah, I'm going to wait on those guys. Until next week, we'll see what happens. Alrighty. I think that's probably it, man. Das ist alles. I wanted to look at FinViz real quick. See how that heat map looks. Everything's bullish. New highs. Advancing. Killing it. Super green. Wow, look at this board, guys. Jeebus Christ. Woo! That's hurting my eyes. Except for Intel. God, Intel's struggling, man. They're so far behind on the chip manufacturing shit. They're like 3 years behind now. AMD and especially Nvidia have just been molly-whopping them. Oh, I guess they didn't like their earnings. None of that. That's a pretty outsized move. Finding support a little bit on these horizontals. But, man, yeah, Intel's got a lot of work to do to catch up to the big boys. Getting rejected right at this previous high, too. Has it even made all-time highs from... Nope, it hasn't. Look at that. $77. Jeez. Also, look at this monthly candle at, like at the end of the bull market run. 45% in 1 month. Ouch. Ouch. Very nice basing saucer here. But, man, super textbook on the monthly chart for damn, almost 20-year basing pattern. Jumps the creek over here in 2017 and just been kind of riding up ever since. Although very slowly and methodically. Intel is kind of a pretty slow mover. What have we not looked at in a while? Hershey's. Let's look at smart money. Wow, Hershey's is breaking out. It actually went over the all-time highs, didn't it? Yes, the weekly is not about to close above it, though, so that's interesting. That would have been way more sexy if we would have got that close above there, which is closing in about 1 minute. Still looks pretty good, though, above this trend line. Smart money is saying, risk on, bitches. Oh, yeah, do I want to do anything with gold? Oh, I'm not going to have any time, am I? Did I get filled on my Hecla? No, I didn't. You little heifer. Fill me. Alright, I moved up my pennies a little bit. I got that on. I did want to get that filled. So I got my Hecla bull call spread on 6 at 8. So that'll be probably my trade for gold for the day. And I'll wait for Sunday night to open and see how futures act. And hopefully I'll be able to get in on that. Although, man, it is only like $11 to the support level here. And futures, you still got till 3:15 Central Standard to trade those. And then from 3:30 to 4 p.m. Central Standard, you can still trade the futures before they ultimately close. So I might nibble on that one. I do like that it's hovering right around a lot of support here. I do like that. I do. But we're about to hit close in 1 second. Boom. And we're done for the markets. It's over. Some options pairs trade 15 minutes after the close, like indice options do. I do know that, but the spreads get kind of shittier though after they do close. So do be aware of that. Yeah, so we just chilling. Do I want to do some gold action? I don't like that this is kind of rolling over. Yeah, I'll be patient. I'm already exposed to gold via about 4 different underlyings, so I'll probably just leave that there. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for futures to open Sunday night and see what happens. All right, let's wrap this biatch up. Bitcoin looking pretty good so far, kind of coming up into the major resistance like every other coin here. Hopefully this isn't just a little relief liquidation rally or bounce, like dead cat style bounce. Daily doesn't close for another few hours. We'll see how that closes. If this could close green, like a green hammer candle above, let's see, I guess it would have to technically be above like about 52K. That would actually be very sexy if that could happen. So we'll see, maybe. If not, it's kind of like we just got to hurry up and wait here. Just everything's got a little bit of damage on it. And just this 3-hour DMI has just been so good. I mean, literally triggering back here. And spot and futures at the same time. And just having continuation from that. The DMI, don't lie. Let's see. Ethereum. Nice candle. If this could also turn into a green candle, that would be extra sexy. Anything over 24 hundo would do that. That would be pretty nice. But so far, I do like this cluster of these 3-hour candles right on top of all this really good support. This is pretty damn good. This is confirming that 2200 is pretty serious for the bulls. So that's not too shabby. Yeah, showing about the same thing too for futures. So still got some work to do. Doge having a nice excuse me. Having a nice bounce off this 16-cent low, but still getting kind of pushed into the EMAs like almost all the other altcoins. So let's just see what happens this weekend. We need some more time to digest these moves. And we'll just have to go from there. We can't really get too excited yet about this being a local bottom. So let's see what the daily close brings. Let's actually go to Bitcoin futures. What did the weekly close do? Yeah, I mean, not great. It is the first weekly close below. I mean, so many things line up to September. Below the 10 simple since then. So not the worst, but there's no follow through either yet. So again, patience. Just wait. You don't have to be in a position all the time. Wait for the best opportunities. And this was a good one here on this horizontal, for sure. Because just the risk is easy. It could have easily blown past that, but that was the best risk, low risk area. And now we just got to wait for the next low risk area. And maybe if you're shorting, if you want to short, that you could probably argue up in near the 53, kind of coming up into these EMAs is a pretty safe place to do that. That is definitely true, but I'll tell you one thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to short this bull market because it rips your freaking face off, and we can see that via equities, right? Any sell-offs get almost immediately engulfed in your face. So if you do want to short, maybe just do real fast scalp action. I don't know, but I'm not even going to use the stress of that at this moment. Everything is just super bullish still, and I'm just going to wait for the market to give me some mo info. And we can look at weekly closes. That's kind of a funky weekly close. It's like a little cross up there. That doesn't really mean much. Rut, actually, nice hammer close above the 10 simple weekly on the cash settled index. Pretty nice on that one. How about Dow? Dow looks fine. There's nothing really wrong with that candle. How about Dow Jones Transportation? Dude, this actually looks like continuation. Holy crap. All right. Yeah, that bodes well for bullish continuation next week for equities. And a little sloppy candle on the day or on the weekly NDX, but still closing above the previous all-time high, so that's pretty good. All right, guys, much love. I hope you'll have an awesome Friday. Don't party too hard or party extra hard. Either way, we'll see y'all tomorrow for a crypto-centric live stream. Hopefully we got some cool entries to start popping up. I am ready with most of my cash freely available. I got that firepower, that black powder ready to go if we start getting some nice setups and resets to the upside. But again, patience. We need more time for the market to digest that move. You're very welcome, Mr. Akers and others. I will see y'all mañana. Take care. Peace.
Game over.